Hey guys, what is up? It is Scrub here with a fucking video. I haven't made one in decades. It's just there's been reasons. I might get into that later, but today we have a new video, and if you hear something wrong with my voice other than what's already wrong with my voice, I guess, um or if it sounds different, better, worse, I don't really know. I haven't tested this out yet, but I got a new headset the other day. It's still a Turtle Beach because honestly, they're really reliable headsets. They're cheap. It's a Turtle Beach Stealth 520s or something like that, I think. I'm pretty sure. Let me check the box. Yep. Air Force Stealth 520s, whatever. And I can talk about those later, though. What we have to get into today is the transgender bathroom policy. And I know this is going to be a strange topic for my channel, I guess, because I'm not really... I mean, I'm political. Don't get me wrong, I am very political, and I can get into it for hours on end about Trump or Hillary or Bernie or whatever. And for the most part, I'm respectful unless you say something absolutely retarded. But for the most part, I am kind of respectful. I mean, I am biased on things, obviously. I mean, humans are just biased. That's why I'm not like a news reporter or something like that. Now, I'll give my opinion on something. You know, I'll tell you whether something's stupid or, you know, hilarious, or if it's good for the environment or whatnot, but I'm not good on just objectively reporting the facts. So the transgender bathroom policy is something that Obama administered. I'm not like a genius on this, so if I say something wrong, then that's, you know, why I didn't really get into politics until Obama was leaving, and it was Trump and Hillary and all them. So I can't explain exactly what happened, but basically it's that transgender people and students and things like that are allowed to use the bathroom facilities and like locker rooms and gender oriented things. You know, boys here, girls here, or whatever. They're allowed to go to whichever one they choose. So if you're a transgender, male to female or whatever, you can use a female bathroom as long as you identify as a female. Is kind of what it is, just to dumb it down. I mean, obviously it's way more complicated than that, but dumbing it down, that's what it is. So this recently came back again in the news because Trump is getting rid of it. And I just want to say this first off, because if you don't know me, you're gonna think that I'm like really, you know, I'm gonna say like conservative. You know, if you're gonna think that I'm against gays and LGBT and things like that. And I will be honest, I supported Trump throughout this campaign. I mean, I know I said that back in the channel, but I mean, y'all probably thought that was a meme. I did actually support Trump. I've been a Trump supporter since like 2015 or something like that, since the early days of his campaign, not just recently. I didn't just bandwagon because he won. But so I will admit there are things that he said that's really retarded. There are things that Hillary said that's even smart. But I'll get into the whole why I chose Trump thing in another video probably, because I could talk forever on that. So this video is transgender bathroom rules. So they changed it to where students are no longer allowed, or well, it's not taking effect yet, but it'll take effect in May, I'm assuming, at the next school year. Transgender students aren't allowed to use the bathroom that they choose. They have to go with the bathroom on the gender on their birth certificate, right? So like, if you are transgender and you identify as female, but you were born male, then you'd have to use the male bathroom. And I'm going to say this. What Trump did in abolishing the bathroom rule, and what Obama did in the beginning with placing it in place, I'm retarded, but you know what I mean, putting the bill forward for this transgender bathroom law where transgender people are allowed to use the bathroom they're choosing. The problems that I have with this is that, sure, it is a nice thing for transgender people to use the bathroom or whatever that they choose, and I am all for the rights of transgender people. I don't really care either way. Do I think Caitlyn Jenner should have won fucking that bravery award or whatever? No, I think it could have gone to way more deserving people, you know, freaking whatever. I don't think she should have won that, mainly because she doesn't, I mean, so you cut off your penis. I don't really think you need a fucking award for that. You're a fucking celebrity. It's not like, you know, I mean, it's not like you're some fucking 13-year-old in a fucking Christian household that'd probably get disowned if it did the same thing. You're a fucking nationally recognized celebrity. And so the whole, my opinion on this transgender bathroom thing is I don't really think it should have been established in the first place. And it's not because I don't think that transgender people should have the right to use whatever bathroom that they choose. But the one problem that I had with it is that Obama had this rule in place, from what I've learned anyways, not from doing my own research, that you got extra like funding and stuff like that if you put in this transgender bathroom rule. You could choose to not, abide by it or whatever. And I think some states or districts or whatever actually did do that, but they got their funding cut, which I think that's the dumb part. I think that is where the problems arise, and the problem is most people advocating for this thing, and I say most, there are some people out there that aren't, but most people advocating for this thing are cisgender people. I will admit that transgender people deserve rights just like every other human on this planet deserves rights, no matter what. I do think that most of the people that are arguing for this are cisgender, and that's because transgender people make up a very small minority. I mean, I'm not saying that because they're a minority they don't deserve rights. I'm just saying they are a minority. You have to accept that. It's not like 59% of the people in the U.S. are transgender. They're like a very small minority. Like, we're talking in the single-digit percentages. I'm pretty sure anyways. I would go to say that it's at least under 10%. Maybe even like somewhere around 2 or 3%. Maybe. And I'm not talking in the world, I'm talking America, because this doesn't affect anywhere else. In America anyways. Just listen to me. So, and for the most part, I'd say that at least 20% of those transgender people don't even care what bathroom they use. I mean, sure, you can identify as female or whatnot, or you can identify as whatever the hell you want. If you want to fucking sexually identify as Harambe, I don't really give a fuck. If you want to go around fucking making helicopter noises saying you're an Apache attack helicopter, I don't really care, man. That's your fucking prerogative. But for the most part, people don't care what fucking bathroom they use. I mean, is it really gonna hurt your identity if you identify as female but have to use the male bathroom? I mean, is it really? Unless you piss sitting down, I don't really see it being a problem. And if you do, I mean, kudos to you, I guess. You got balls. And I don't mean to say that as an offensive way, like you're not a female because you got balls. I mean, you got balls. Just, I wouldn't be caught dead pissing sitting down in school. I'd fucking fuck that. My point being is this is basically a solution to a non-problem. There's not really a problem here. Most of the people you see advocating for transgender rights are cisgender people, and the problem with that is cisgender people, well, it is cool that you're advocating for rights for all people and things like that, and I don't really care that, you do that. If you're a straight person want to advocate for gay rights or whatever, I don't care. That's your prerogative. I guess I can use that word again. But you can't speak for transgender people. If the majority of transgender people say that they don't care about bathrooms, but we have freaking a shit ton of fucking cisgender people talking about fucking using bathrooms and shit like that, if anything, it dampens them down because it makes it look like they don't have a voice. Think about this. Think of if you're a transgender person. I know a lot of people can't really identify with me here or relate with me here because I guarantee you nobody in my audience is transgender. I've checked the fucking the fucking gender demographics on my channel. It's like 99.9% fucking male. It's a sausage fest. But the point is, if you're a transgender person and you see all these cisgender people, regular, identify with their birth certificate gender people, if you see all these people trying to advocate for stuff that you don't even care about, doesn't it just kind of make you feel belittled? Like, if you're a transgender person, you see all these fucking cisgender males or white females or whatever, if you see all these cisgender people up here talking about your rights, doesn't it piss you off a little bit? I don't know. That's just kind of the way I feel about it. Maybe you feel differently. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and let this gameplay play out. See you guys in the next video. Peace.